Hey guys, you just let us know about House of the Dragon Season 3 official trailer. This is where the big war is supposed to be.
And ghosts.
That they kept delaying
More ghosts.
and delaying and delaying and delaying. Well, now it's finally time, guys. But if we look here, oh man, it looks like interest has waned.
My interest has waned.
Yeah.
7.2 million for the last one, 2.5. I mean, I guess it's only one day, but still, as a YouTuber, I know videos only live for 3 days in terms of views. Holy moly. Well, it's their own damn fault because House of the Dragon Season 2 was not very good. Even George R.R. Martin's kind of mad at it. We did get good news, Alex.
Oh, viewership for Knights of the Kingdoms is actually pretty decent and it's going up.
It was like 13, 14 million averaging each episode. So that is really good. And it's going up, meaning word of mouth is spreading that it's an awesome series.
It is.
So, well, let's see. I saw on Twitter the guy behind House of Dragon Season 3 is promising it's everything that fans want. The wars are here. But if you know anything about the lore, there's something like, I think, like 10 major battles that they have to get to
we're getting none
in a
of them.
short amount of time.
3 at most.
I don't think that we're going to get very many of them, but hopefully the ones that we do get, damn it, I had something pulled up so I could go through some of the wars for you. Here we go. All right, well, let's watch the video first and see if it's any good. Okay, let's do 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, what do you guys think?
Well, with season 2, I am all but deflated. Like, this looks fine. I hope it's good because, again, we're going to watch it. But I'm not really as excited as I am for season 2 of the other show.
Yeah. If I try to divorce my previous feelings, I think it looks okay. I mean, there's a lot more action here. Problem is, I don't care about any of these characters. The characters I do care about, I know what their fates are. I know where they're what's gonna happen. And we're gonna be stuck with people that I don't give a fuck about. So it's like you can't unring the bell of Rhaenyra and Alicent and how absolutely idiotic both of them are, fast traveling back and forth, selling out their families, and it's like. And then it's the reason that George R. R. Martin left the show. It's the reason why I didn't like season 2. It's like you can change stories and sometimes it works, right? We constantly bring up like Starship Troopers, the movie. Nothing like the fucking book. It's still an enjoyable other thing. This I don't find an enjoyable other thing, and it's just
because the fucking showrunners are injecting their own stupid ass ideas, and then because they feel like there's sexual tension on the set, then they gotta add this separate thing with Alicent and Rhaenyra. It's like, wait, what? But
or Rhaenyra and the other lady.
Yeah, the Rhaenyra and the other. No, that's what it was, right? And then because the actors are suggesting stuff, and it's like, man, you got to run this stuff behind or through George R. R. Martin, since the man made the damn thing.
He left.
And he's like, nah, this ain't working. So, he's a little upset with it. He's publicly, and he's biting the hand that feeds. But the man don't care because he knows that HBO has got 7 goddamn spinoffs in fucking production of his shit. Do we need 7 Game of Thrones spinoffs? I say no.
No.
Even though we got A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which has been a triumph so far. Guys, do we have... The thing is, this has already been announced as 4 seasons only.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have this season that's coming out this year, and then you have one more. So at most, I think... And I don't think either season is going to be 10 episodes. I think both are going to be the stupid standard HBO 8. So what you have is you have 16 episodes to get through some of the most, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 major battles. Because this is one of the biggest conflicts in Westeros history where the continent and the Targaryens literally rip themselves apart and destroy themselves, and with the dragons, and we lose so many dragons because of combat, and it's crazy. So that would have to literally be a battle an episode, and I know goddamn well they're not going to do a battle of the episode or battle an episode. If they were having such a problem with, I think it was either the Battle of the Red Fork in the last season and they were like, wow, this was so cost prohibitive. It was a detriment to the show or something with the budget or something like that. They could barely handle that. I don't know how the fuck they're going to handle,
All these.
the Battle of the
I
Gullet.
can tell you.
The fucking dragon fights
over
in the
there.
air, fucking God's Eye. I don't know how they. Oh, tell me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be two dudes. It's gonna be OJ and I standing on a hill.
We're looking at the window.
And we're looking outside and going, oh my God, you see that dragon doing that cool thing?
Oh,
Whoa!
that's epic.
Oh man, I can't believe that so-and-so betrayed so-and-so. Oh, everyone's on fire. Man, I wish you guys could see it, but only us, only we can look out the window.
Well, if that's the case, then that's HBO's fault, and that's not the showrunner's fault, but the showrunner is going to get the blowback for that when HBO didn't give him enough budget. Look, if you want to adapt one of the greatest battles of all time, the Battle of the Gullet, which is coming in season 3.
You can't skip that.
You can't skip it. So they pushed it off from season 2 because they said it was too big, it was too costly. So you better pay it off. It better be a satisfying thing. And look, I don't expect every single battle. Maybe we can, skip the fish feed. We can skip the fucking the fall of King's Landing is probably just going to when they go and attack King's Landing. You can already tell they're setting it up. Allison's like, I'm gonna open the doors for him. We have a secret treaty or all this. So it's just gonna be walking in and done. It's not gonna be. I mean, even in the books, it wasn't really a big battle. It was like they're able to just get in there, but they're gonna go even lower. So basically, my point is this season needs to be crammed with battles. And I do think it will be crammed with battles, but I'm worried that they're not giving it enough a budget that we're going to get something satisfying. So if we go through some of these shots here, oh shit, I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, the battle looks really cool. I mean, there's some really important stuff that happens in the gullet and some of the things that we know are coming because it's kind of what drives everything forward. I mean, as the consumer, as the potential viewer that you guys are sitting there watching, the onus isn't on you, and it doesn't matter if it's HBO's fault or Condell's fault or Sarah Hess's fault. Them putting out a bad product means you don't necessarily have to watch. It's just
because what happened with season
cents.
2, like you pointed out, the numbers don't lie. The views on this is already cut by half.
Yeah.
People aren't as excited for this,
and it sucks because this is when the good shit is coming.
Yeah.
They fucked around for 2 whole fucking seasons, and now when the good shit is here, the Battle of the Gullet, which was one of the largest sea battles ever in the universe, if not the largest sea battle in the universe, it's probably gonna not be watched as much.
And there's consequences.
It's gonna be an uphill battle because you're gonna have to win everyone back.
Yeah.
There's consequences. What were you gonna say, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, there's massive consequences for this stuff, and it's for this battle, and hopefully drives everything forward. I mean, they kind of explain a lot of it in the trailer, hint heavily at it.
Well, there's already consequences. Anybody that's in battle, Rhaenyra's son right here, he's at risk. Anybody that's flying dragons in the battle is at risk because when there's so many ships and they know the dragons are coming, so you can have a potential there. But what I was thinking that you were saying with consequences is from the showrunners changing bullshit around. We no longer have the character Nettles.
Yes.
Instead, we have that one lady who's like, they're doing the wide eye thing where she's following sheep and she sees a dragon far away, and she's the one. So one of the daughters is going to ride the dragon instead of Nettles. And here we get confirmation of that. Here she is. She's riding the dragon. Forget her name because everybody has the same goddamn sounding name. But and I don't like that change because Nettles is a key thing with Daemon Targaryen and how his story evolves. And so unless they plan to just supplement her with Nettles and then have Daemon interact with her in the way that they interacted in the book with Nettles, that would be weird, is what I'm saying.
Or the
trying to
witchy
stay
woman.
away from spoilers, but they've changed stuff already that makes some of it hard to do and less interesting to me.
You needed 5 seasons to tell the dance in its entirety, and you needed to not waste any of those seasons. And now we're getting 4 seasons, and you almost completely wasted season 2. And so now you're taking all of this extra content, you're going to have to squeeze a lot of it and cut even more of it. And so I don't know. I don't like these showrunners. I don't like their vision. We're going to watch it because it's what we do. But seeing this would not be enough to make me sit down on Sunday evenings and watch this.
I think that season 3, even though we seem very negative on it right now, I think season 3 will probably be the best season of House of the Dragon. by default because of the source material and all the battles, and they're going to try to do some of them. Assumedly, they're going to try to do some of them. I definitely know that, they're going to save, obviously, the God's Eye and some of these later battles for Season 4. As far as how Season 3 ends, I'm going to make a prediction right now. So Rhaenyra has had a pretty depressing ending every season. I think that it would be poignant and cool for her to have a victory by the end of Season 3, and she's over here, maybe she gains the throne, and then that's how you kind of end it. But there's some teases here that things aren't going to go exactly how she wants them to in Season 4. Now, that sounds perfect to me, but knowing how much story there is left and how many more battles and how many things need to happen, it actually kind of seems like that would happen mid-Season 3 and then, more. So it's fascinating to me that HBO has truncated House of the Dragon. It makes no sense, right? They were trying to extend Game of Thrones. They needed more and more, and that's why they're doing all these spin-offs, right? Why then do you think that they were like, okay, one of these, we're done? Do you think it's the showrunners that are bailing, or do you think it's HBO that's like, this is too costly and you guys kind of suck, so hurry up, wrap it up?
Yeah.
That's what you think?
I
think
think
number 2?
I think they looked at it and said, like, we're not doing gangbusters as far as views. You're spending way too much money on this thing.
This is expensive.
And I mean, if it was making Game of Thrones money, where late season Game of Thrones was like 30 million viewers per episode.
Right.
And it was just increasing until the end. It was increasing until the end. So they thought they had the golden goose. Now they realize that it's whatever this piece of shit is. And they're like, well, all right, let's just finish it as fast as we can and move on.
Well, we shall see.
June,
guys, let us know. Or do you plan to watch it? Should we review it? I mean, I'm planning to watch it anyway. We can do episode by episode or just kind of a series review. But I don't want to be deflated with regards to some of the best battles in the Game of Thrones universe. I just have very low confidence level that HBO, right, lowered expectations that is gonna take off. And then finally, let's give OJ the last word here. What are you thinking, OJ?
I honestly think for your prediction, she's not gonna win the battle. It's gonna be another sad push.
Their sad ending at
sad
the end
ending
of
for her.
3.
It's gonna
It's sad and it's sad and it's sad.
Then on 4, it'll be better on that one. But for the battles, I'm predicting like maybe 5 minutes or less.
Listen, if you're gonna do the Battle of the
5
Gullet,
minutes less.
just do the battle. Here's the things that bare minimum that has to be done right for me: the Battle of the Gullet, God's Eye, and I forget which one. Is it the Battle of the Honey Wine? No, is it the Battle of It's the one where the Lannisters and get their. I can't say much. So those 3, I want those 3 to be done right. The Battle of the Gullet better be okay. So are these an hour? Right? So they're like 45
minutes. Do you think the Gullet's going to be in the first half of the season, or is it going to be the last half? Because that is going to wildly determine how quick they're moving and what we have access to later on.
I almost want it to be right at the beginning, but they don't even have they don't have enough setup for it. But I think they're going to do it anyway. I think episode 2 or 3 latest.
Mid.
And what I was saying originally, at least 25 minutes of the 40 minutes, and that's me being generous.
Yeah, but it's gonna be smoke.
It's gonna be smoke.
Or OJ and I describing what happened. It's like, oh man,
my God,
it's so
you see
cool.
That? It looks pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, because there are multiple things here. There are the original dragons there. There are the dragon reinforcements. There are the ships. There's oh shit! I forgot the guy's name with the silver hair. The
Sea snake.
The sea snakes. Yeah, the sea snakes and all this stuff. So there's so many aspects to the Battle of the Gullet that it needs to be at least 25
Yeah, or you
minutes
could also take the cheap route, take a little top view, and have some extras fight. Have like just a shadow
of a dragon.
Yeah, they're just fighting. You see the
think
shadow puppets.
all of a sudden HBO resorts to Sea Dance 2.0 and AI, and they could do it for 10 cents a minute, and then everybody be real mad.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right, we'll see in June. Guys, let us know. What do you think? They'll probably have one more trailer, but I think pretty much this is our totality of our opinion on what we think. There's nothing else going to be in a trailer here that's going to make me go, I don't want to watch no more, or I'm definitely watching. I'm already sold. You got my butt in the seat. I'll continue my HBO subscription out through House of the Dragon Season 3. So let's see if you deliver. All right? That's our opinion. What's your opinion? Leave it down below. The few of you who are making the final stand left and seeing this thing
It's
through,
great. It's fucking great.
do it with us. And I'll see you guys on the next AngryJoe Show. Bye, guys.